Hi, I'm Nadia, and I'm a counselor at George Brown College. I'd like to share with you some simple tools for shifting from stress to more peace. And I wanted to speak today about mindfulness. Mindfulness is one of the ways for us to take care of ourselves, and it can help reduce stress. Some of you can be practicing already. Perhaps some of you are practicing some mindfulness. For some of you, this may be completely new. So, one of the ways to describe it is paying attention in a particular way on purpose in the present moment and non judgmentally. And I wanted to share today a breathing practice with you because breathing can really easily reflect our mood, how we're feeling, and it can also help us change our mood. So, we've all experienced sometimes when we feel more stressed, more anxious, and there are more worries present often in those times. And when we're feeling more anxious, the breathing is actually is often around the chest area. It's often more frequent and can be more shallow. And not much oxygen gets into our system when we're feeling worried or anxious. And opposite, when we're feeling more relaxed, for example, after we've gone on a walk, um, the breathing can settle and there's deeper and slower breathing where the belly can be involved and the diaphragm can be involved. And with this deeper, more relaxed breathing, uh, the nervous system can relax and also, there are many benefits, such as, for example, reduced heart rate, reduced blood pressure, and stimulation to our immune system. And of course, feeling more relaxed. So, I'd like to share one breathing practice with you. And please participate as much or as little as you want. Different things work for different people at different times. This is only one example of a practice. And you can change things up. So, for example, if I'm inviting us to close the eyes, you can open the eyes at any time. You can stretch at any point. You can also shift attention to another part of the body that feels more comfortable. For example, you can shift attention towards the feet and you can discontinue the meditation at any time. Just one more piece is our attitude with which we are practicing this breathing meditation or any mindfulness activity is an attitude of kindness. That's key to mindfulness. So that's kindness is a way with which we're present to our experience. So I invite you to think of a favorite pet. Some of you might be cat people. I have a picture of a cat here, but some of you may like other pets more. So I invite you to bring to mind an image of a favorite pet and just tuning into a sense of care perhaps you have for this pet. Or for some of us, bringing to mind an image of a heart or maybe sunshine could be an easier way to connect to this sense of care and kindness. So, in this meditation, I invite us to bring a little bit of this sense of care and kindness towards our own experience. Just bringing this friend of kindness towards any thoughts that are here, any feelings that might be present, and any experiences of sensations in the body, just any experience you have, basically, just bringing a bit of kindness with you as we come along for this journey. And I invite you to find a comfortable way to sit with your feet planted on the ground, just not crossing the feet and allowing your hands to gently be planted and resting here on your lap, allowing your back to be upright and relaxed. Awesome. And just noticing your feet on the ground. If you want, you can also practice this meditation standing or lying down, whatever is more comfortable for you. So I invite you for a moment to notice your feet on the ground and to notice any sensations here, maybe contact with the shoes or contact with the floor. And the feet carry us around. So perhaps extending a sense of gratitude towards the feet. And if you like trees, imagining roots of a favorite tree growing from the soles of the feet all the way down towards the nourishing ground. Just being here aware of the roots, if you'd like, or aware of the feet and the support of the floor. And when feeling ready, just also extending a sense of kindness towards your back. Just noticing how your back is right now. And if there are any shifts that are needed for your back to feel more comfortable, for the breath to flow more easily. And perhaps just noting also the support of the chair or of what you're sitting on. And when feeling ready, extending a kind welcome towards your face if you'd like, just noting your facial expression just as it is. And extending the sense of kindness towards your whole body as you're sitting here. And I also invite you to, if that feels comfortable, to place one hand around the heart area and the other hand around the belly area, or anywhere else on your body where that feels comfortable to you. And see if you can feel the warmth of the hands or just the contact of the hands. And perhaps your own sense of goodwill and kindness coming from the center of the hands towards you. And you can keep your hands here as a source of support for as long as you want. And at any point, you can also let go of the hands. So this contact with the hands can also help us connect with the breath. So if you'd like, placing the hands somewhere on your body where you can feel your breath more comfortably. This could be around the belly area or around the heart area or anywhere else. And just for a moment, I invite us to tune into the slight movements of the hands. The hands are moving out gently on the in-breath and moving in gently on the exhale. Moving out gently on the in-breath and moving in gently on the exhale. Just seeing if you can be present here with the movements of your hands and seeing how the breath is coordinated with the movement of the hands. Just being here with the movement of the breath. And if there are lots of thoughts, that is normal and natural. And the invitation is to just notice with kindness that your thoughts are here and to simply let them be and see if you can return your attention back to the contact with the hands or to the sensations of the feet on the ground, support of the ground. And I invite us to take longer breaths, to nourish the body with longer breath. So here, taking a longer breath in through the nose and a longer exhale through the mouth. A longer breath in through the nose and an even longer exhale through the mouth. Allowing the exhale to be longer than the inhale helps the body relax. And if you'd like to, counting may be helpful here. If you'd like, counting up to 3 or 4 on the in-breath. allowing a natural pause and allowing a natural exhale, counting up to 4 or 5 on the exhale. Pausing and taking a longer breath in, counting up to 3 or 4. Pausing and allowing an exhale with a count to 4 or 5. And letting go of the counting if you'd like, and just allowing the breath to return to a natural pace of breathing. Just being here aware of your breath, aware of the support of the floor, of what you're sitting on. And maybe taking a moment to notice a sense of gratitude for this ability to breathe or for anything else. And when feeling ready, allowing a stretch, finding a way to stretch. And if your eyes were closed, opening your eyes gently when you are ready. And I invite you to notice how you are. What sensations do you notice in your body? Is there anything that's different from before the time when we started this breathing practice? Is there anything different? So maybe there's more of a sense of calm or ease. Maybe there's more relaxation, or maybe there's more tiredness you're noticing, or anything else like pain. Whatever your experience is, I invite you to bring a sense of kindness to your experience, just as it is. And if you enjoyed this meditation, if you had this more sense of calm or more ease at the end, this meditation can be useful in various ways. For example, it can help when falling asleep. It can be used as a pause before taking a test, as a pause before working on an assignment or before joining a Zoom call. And different meditation practices work for us in different times, and there are different practices altogether that can be useful. So I invite you to notice what works for you and look for what you like. So I'd like to share a couple more other practices that are simple to see if you may like them more. So one of them is a meditation poem. Often students say that it's hard to focus on the breathing. There's a lot of thoughts present, and there's a lot of restlessness that is felt, and that's completely normal and natural. And so a meditation poem could be useful. That's where we link words of a meditation to the breath. So we connect a line of a meditation with our breathing, and that can help the mind to focus on something. This here is one meditation poem by Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a famous meditation teacher who lives south of France. The meditation is adapted a little bit, and I'm going to read it to you. So here it says, I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. I calm my body and my mind. I smile. I dwell in the present moment. I know this is a precious moment. Now you're invited to change the words and even invent your own poem. Here I'm going to read these words to us, and I invite us to connect your breath with the lines here on the screen. So on inhale, I invite you to say to yourself silently, I know I'm breathing in. And on the exhale, I invite you to say to yourself, I know I'm breathing out. On the in-breath, I calm my body and my mind. On the exhale, I smile. See if you can actually bring a gentle smile to your face if you want. On the in-breath, I dwell in the present moment. On the exhale, I know this is a precious moment. And we can make this poem even simpler. On the right side, you have just short words. So I invite you on the in breath to say in, on the exhale, saying to yourself out. On the in breath, calming. On the exhale, smiling. Present moment on the in breath. Precious moment on the exhale. And noticing how you're feeling. And perhaps noticing a sense of presence, maybe aliveness, maybe a sense of wholeness and completion that is right here when we pause, and that is always here with us. And when you're ready, I invite you to find a stretch. So one, often sitting is difficult and is not a natural way to, an easy way to meditate. So another equally valid way is to stretch. That can be a meditation too, stretching or movement. So I invite you to find maybe what your wrists, what kind of stretch is needed by your wrists. Our wrists do so much typing, so just seeing what feels good for you. And you can invite your breath here to your wrists, inviting a sense of kindness and care. And if you want, noticing how your shoulders are and what stretch feels good to your shoulders and to your back, what feels good to your spine, inviting breath, inviting kindness right here towards your back. And you can pause this recording for a few moments if you'd like, and even put on a favorite song and just simply take 5 minutes to enjoy a movement, a stretch with a sense of kindness and care. And that can also be a meditation. So thank you for trying that with me. And some other ways to be, to practice being is going for a walk. So if you enjoy going for walks or for hikes, one way is to simply notice the different colors, for example, that are around you, to notice different sensations. Maybe it's the feeling of feet on the ground. Maybe it's the smell of the air. Maybe it's the feeling of the wind on your skin. And whenever there are lots of thoughts, we can just return gently to what's around us and take the time to simply enjoy the walk. Another way is to bring a little bit of pause and kindness when we're eating. We're eating anyways, and we can just take a pause and eat breakfast or any part of breakfast, even if it's just drinking tea, drinking water, while the phone is turned off, for example. So we don't need to multitask. So we can simply enjoy and maybe feel the taste of the food and enjoy and be nourished by what we're eating. And eating in this intentional way where we're enjoying can actually help digestion. And another fun way could be I like water. So for me, washing the dishes slowly, where I'm consciously just noticing the sensations of water on the hands, um, or how the dishes feel, can be another way for the nervous system to relax and to pause. Dancing and moving to favorite music that helps us feel good is another way for the nervous system to rebalance. We all have our own ways, and I invite you to listen to what works for you. Um, and overall, just mindfulness, I find, can be great to help us bring more awareness. So when we pause and when we slow down, when we take a moment to just pause with kindness, this may help our nervous system to relax. And when we're feeling more settled and more present, this can be easier for us to choose how we want to respond more wisely to the situation we're facing. So thank you for trying these with me. And if you like the meditation poems, there are more beautiful poems that you can find on this link. There are poems for eating, for washing dishes, for walking, etc. And there are different recorded meditations on these two websites. And there are various mindfulness meditation apps. So as I said earlier, different things work for different people. I invite you to be curious and kind and choose what may work for you. And if you want more support, you're very welcome to contact counseling services. That's a resource here for you at the college. We have a great website that you're welcome to check out. And you can actually book a time to meet with a counselor if you'd like through this website, or you can email let's talk at georgebrown.ca. Also, there's a 24/7 phone number that's available for college students, and that's free and confidential access to support anytime that you need it. So thanks very much for being here with me, and I hope you take a sense of kindness and care with you wherever you are in your day, knowing that wherever you are, we can always pause and connect with this friend of kindness. Thank you.